Day this happened, I just met Ryoma from Kyoto, Japan, and just on this day, 14th of August, I was in Japan, bro, in Kyoto. It is crazy. We are in Bangalore right now.
But the question remains, why India? Why India?
56 billion in the last year alone.
Two emotions are at the forefront of this protest: fear and worry.
It's a sound pollution problem. It's a water pollution problem.
The only difference between the clean water and this was that data center.
Massive data centers.
Want any questions answered? We just want it stopped.
This is a data center in Texas, USA, and you will be shocked to know.
Your AI query likely pings a data center like this, full of millions of power-hungry processing chips running the chatbots, agents, and other tools that millions of people interact with every day.
It's important to keep an eye on this growing industry.
There's a lot of secrecy surrounding these sites. Public officials are signing NDAs, companies are using proprietary information
This
shields.
year alone, these 4 companies announced a combined $725 billion in capital expenditure, with most of it dedicated to building data centers. For context, India's entire federal budget is around 600 billion. So these 4 companies are essentially spending more than the Indian government spends on everything. Clearly, there is something big on the line.
Look, I think compute is going to be the currency of the future. I think it will be maybe the most precious commodity in the world.
Compute is revenue now. Compute is profit.
On our current trajectory, we believe we may be only a couple of years away from early versions of true superintelligence.
Sorry for the interruption. I'm getting my braids done right now at the Blown Studios in Bangalore, and this is a 2-minute experience. So yeah, skip 2 minutes or we are going for a braid session at Blown, Bangalore.
We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be so. We were right till we weren't.
My hair will
Built
be
a
open now, so
home
it feels
and
so
watch it
relaxing.
burn. I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna lie. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers. To myself for hours, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. Cherry red, bunch of roses that you left. No remorse, no regret. I forgive every word you said. I didn't wanna leave you, babe. I didn't wanna fight. I can buy myself flowers. Rhyme and name it.
Shove lied to you about 2 minutes, like the AI companies and governments are lying to you about data centers. So let's get back at it. What is an AI data center? What does it look like? How big is this thing?
Data centers are massive, often windowless warehouses that house thousands of servers that run virtually nonstop. Some of the bigger data centers are as big as 4 football fields and use as much electricity at any given time as 80,000 households. There are more than 8,000 data centers around the world, and the US has more than any other country.
On data centers,
In the next couple of years, we'll end up building what we probably built in the past 10 to 20 years.
So the AI race isn't a software race anymore. It's an infrastructure race. At the end, whoever has more of these data centers and the power and the water to run them wins.
And guess what? Where is the AI companies building their new data centers?
Why not Vietnam or Indonesia or the Gulf? India hi kyun? Because India has a rare combination. Acres of cheap land, a young English-speaking technical workforce, and the single most valuable resource left in this entire race, data. Because the frontier labs have got a problem. They are running out of things to train their models on. Researchers estimate that the supply of high-quality human text on the internet will run dry around 2030.
The cumulative sum of human knowledge has been exhausted in AI training.
The models we have today already swallowed everything that we have ever published online. So, where does the next wave of data come from? Yes, it's India. India has the world's second largest internet user base thanks to Jio. More than double the United States. 700 million smartphone users. Hundreds of languages and dialects that barely exist in any AI model's training data today. A scale and a diversity that no other country on earth can match. Except it's China, but that's a different story. So basically, we are once again the Sone ki chidiya. Just that this time the Sona is data. And to capture a market this size, to serve AI to these users fast and harvest everything they generate, it makes economical sense for the machines to be physically here. We aren't just the next big customer, we are also the raw material. And that's just opportunity. But here's what I think turns this opportunity into a full-fledged strategy. India isn't sitting back waiting to be picked. India is selling itself hard.
मैं आप सभी को आमंत्रित करता हूं, डिजाइन एंड डेवलप इन इंडिया, डिलीवर टू द वर्ल्ड, डिलीवर टू ह्यूमैनिटी.
This is what the finance minister said in this year's union budget.
Recognizing the need to enable critical infrastructure and boost investment in data centers, I propose to provide tax holiday till 2047 to any foreign company that provides cloud services to customers globally by using data center services from India.
What? Until 2047? That's a 21-year tax holiday. Basically, come here, build your data centers and ghar le jao profits for the next 2 decades. Which raises a deeper question. Why does India want this so badly? What does India think it's buying?
This just looks like a gigantic building. Like, what's happening inside of there that is causing all this demand, causing this race for energy?
The computer processors or GPUs that are inside of these massive data centers require enormous amounts of energy. It's really hard to get a sense of actually how much energy is pulsing through these facilities. And so that's why we've started to incorporate a thermal drone to really try to get a sense of what is actually happening at these facilities.
Omaira Garcia, or OG as she likes to be called, lives right next door to Stargate. We launched the thermal drone from her property to get a look at what's really going on.
My husband.
All right, so this is what it looks like in a standard drone shot, but watch what happens when I switch to thermal. Wow. It's important to note that it's not showing us the specific pollutants or specific gases that are emitted by these turbines, but just by showing us that heat signature, we know that pollution is happening at this site.
Gas turbines like these are essentially jet engines that generate electricity, and they emit a lot of greenhouse gases and harmful air pollution, which is linked to asthma, heart attacks, and even premature death.
It's absolutely shocking to see that invisible pollution made visible like this.
In this drive for speed, this race for AI dominance, Elon Musk and xAI parked these massive turbines on tractor trailers to power their operations. They then argued that these were temporary power sources and therefore did not require state or federal permits to operate. That is really out of step with long-standing EPA policy that turbines like these, which are major pollution sources, require permits regardless of whether or not they're considered temporary or not.
We genuinely just don't understand how they're still allowed to run their turbines right now. There's people in the very neighborhood that we're standing next to right now that probably still have no idea just because it's been kept so quiet.
Even people that are living really, really close to it never really got a good sense of what was there in their backyard. As soon as the drone rose above the tree line, I could see that a number of these turbines were emitting very, very strong heat signatures, at least a dozen. And it seemed to me very obviously that these turbines were operating.
Having turbines running so close to my home that aren't permitted is a very deep concern.
You know, I mean, this is what it looks like to you. And I know that's alarming in and of itself, but once you see the thermal, it is really a completely different matter.
Yeah, it looks off. It just looks like a structure.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that thing is just cooking.
Yeah, and then there's a plan for 51 of these in total. at this
They
site.
wouldn't put these here unless they plan to use them.
That's the idea. I mean, there's literally a shortage of these turbines nationwide. Companies are scrambling to stockpile them, make orders years in advance now to try to get as many of these as possible. You don't get these kinds of turbines unless you plan on turning them on.
We know that these facilities are emitting volatile organic compounds, NOx, and particulate matter. And the health impacts are respiratory, cardiovascular, people with asthma or children and elderly people in these communities. Those are the folks that are going to be suffering from this air pollution and massive amounts of air pollution.
What does India think it's buying?